Good afternoon, friends. My name is Alberto Abzun. I will be completing my Excel Module 1 report today. We are given 6 topics, and all those 6 topics, we got 5 questions, and I will be answering one question out of all of those 6 topics. Okay, so we're going to start with my cover page. Um, I have my course, I have the title, my email, my phone, my name, and the year as well. So our first topic is relative and number density. So for this topic, I answered question 1. That says, explain why large and small numbers are reported using scientific notation. Mention E plus and E minor. So large and small numbers are reported using scientific notation because it's another way to simplify numbers. For instance, the number 1 million can be simplified and can be written as such: 1 times 10th to the 5th power. So that eliminates pretty much all the zeros in that large number. Um, so E plus and E minor is another form of scientific notation, but that form is used more in calculators. Um, like I mentioned, E plus eliminates writing all the zeros in a number, and E minor notation signifies that your decimal point was moved to the left and needs to move to the right in order for it to be back to normal. Our second topic is misleading data. So for this topic, I answered question number 1 as well, and that is discuss some reasons for bias and false reports in the news, advertising, and statistical reporting. So bias and false reporting is very impartial to a certain ethnic group or population. The reason for this act is to favor a certain side for their own convenience. Advertising can be an impact in many different forms and ways. One of those ways to advertise is by using statistical report graphs. News reporting can make small percentage differences look dramatically bigger than what they really are. It's important when observing a graph to have your axis minimum start at 0 and making sure your percentages are reported properly. So just to touch more about this topic, I would say that news reporters, they would put a picture up of graphs and would compare both of them, and they would make small numbers look real big, like if they had real big differences. But um, if you properly put together those graphs and you set up your axis minimum to start at 0, you will notice that the differences are not as big as they pretend to be. Probabilities and populations. As well, I answered question number 1 for this topic, and that question is describe the population and the data sample. So according to our link that we were given, 93,300,000 Americans are classified as obese today. We can report that today's population is very unpredictable. There is 1 birth every 8 seconds and 1 death every 12 seconds. Using a data sample can be crucial to compare and contrast populations in the US. When you set up these data samplers, it's properly you have to properly find the overlapping entries so you can have a better bigger picture of the whole whatever you're doing, like in this scenario, you're doing a data sampler. So you want to find the overlapping entries, and then you want to set up your data as such. For our fourth topic is measuring of center and distribution. I decided to answer question number 5, and that is, what are the outliers and how can they change the distribution of the data? So the outlier shows an extreme deviation from the rest of the data set. To calculate the outlier, you subtract Q3 and Q1, then you multiply by 1.5 and add it to the entries. Outliers can cause a skewed data. And once you have a skewed data, what skewed data pretty much is you are not able to use your data distribution, and you are not able to use all of your measure centers as well. Investment, sales, and profit. Okay, this is question number 4. It says, tell us how many flamethrowers Elon had to sell to make a profit of $90,000. So let's begin with the initial investment Elon made, which was $12,000. So Elon made that investment of $12,000. So he was at even at that point. He just invested the $12,000. Once he made a total sales of 100, he was at a bottom dollar, which was negative $60,000. Reason being was because he invested those $12,000, and then plus you still have to pay your rent, your necessities, your utilities for that company, or pay your workers, stuff like that. At 200 sales, he broke even. So that means that he got his money back. And at 300 sales, he made a total profit of $200,000. So for Elon to make a profit of $90,000, he had to sell a total of 250 flamethrowers. This is our last topic, which was really amazing. I think it intrigued me to make some planning for my future as well. And it is a 5-year financial plan. So for question number 4, it says, explain how creating graphs and charts to represent your future may increase the probability of meeting your life goals. Creating graphs and charts is an essential tool to help you succeed your goals in the future. A chart can help you budget money and manage your time properly. Graphs can help you predict the best option to your convenience. You can utilize graphs to compare the cost of living in different cities. Finally, utilizing these tools will help you organize your income, time, and profits for a better future. And just to touch bases on this topic as well, if you do create like a chart that they show you here, it's really helpful. I mean, you can save up a lot of money. And I think this is one of the best topics here in this module 1. Okay, so there you guys go. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.